Hi there, beautiful souls. It's Sadhana, and today is day 15 of 31 Days of Tarot. And I thought I would unpack my tarot bag for you. As some of you are aware, I do readings at a store in a town not too far from where I live a couple days a week. And so I am always unpacking and repacking my tarot bag. And I packed it this morning, ready to go. And so I just thought I would unpack it for you and share it. So it's not always the same every day, but it is pretty much has similar contents. So let's go ahead and look at my essentials for going to do readings. So this would be whether I go to the store or whether I'm going to somebody's home, because I never, unless it's a client that is a regular client, sometimes, you know, I'm not aware of who I am reading for exactly. So I always have candles, and I light a candle when I'm doing a reading. Candle holder. If I'm going to the store where I work, if I go to the store where I'm working, I know there are candle holders there, but I have one here today. And then I have this bag of tea lights. I make my own beeswax candles, and I try to burn beeswax as long as I have it in stock. So beeswax candle. And my teacup. So I'm always drinking hot water or tea. And I think I do have some tea bags in here too. Important that I have a couple different oracle decks. So today I have packed the Sacred Earth Oracle, which is one of my favorites right now. I'm sure you've seen this. This is the one that is illustrated by Leila Williams. I believe so. No, Leila Williams. Sorry, I'm just looking at the book here. Leila Williams is the co-author with Tony Carmine Salerno. And then the artwork is by Helena Nelson Reed. It is a really beautiful deck, and it looks great with a Lily White Tarot, which is one of the decks that's in my kit right now. And these are the cards here. It has some very strong, powerful messages. And I find reading intuitively with this deck is just really easy for me. So that's the Sacred Earth Oracle. And then I have another Oracle deck, which is usually always in my pack. This is Oracle of Echoes. This box is kind of worn. Again, one of my favorites. And you must know this deck, or I don't know. It's crazy. Anna Turian, who's also currently creating a tarot deck, is just an amazing artist. And so if you don't have this deck, this is the one that I recommend to anyone and everyone, male, female, any age. It's just a really spot-on, powerful oracle deck. And then you can see at the back of the bag here, I have, my barbecue lighter. I don't like those little lighters, especially if I'm lighting Palo Santo, because sometimes you need to have the flame going for an extended period of time. So I always carry a barbecue lighter, which seems a bit crazy, but yeah, that's me. I always have my phone, of course. Try to record readings as much as possible. Tea bags. And my favorite tea currently is Bengal Spice. That's the tea I drink when I'm working, just because it's a little bit sweet, and it's really easy to drink all the time, and it tastes as good cold as it does hot. I believe this is the Robin Wood Tarot. I usually have with me one pretty basic deck for a multitude of reasons. Sometimes people are very curious about the tarot and they want to ask about the tarot, or they've been studying the tarot. So this is Robin. Yeah, this is Robin Wood. And another one is sometimes I just feel that a really basic deck is all that you need. Here is my tarot journal. And if I have time after to do some reflection, or if I want to kind of switch up a spread that I've been working on, I might have my tarot journal with me and, you know, make some notes after or before I see clients. This is my smudge wand. This was made by a friend locally in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, smudge wand. And then here's my Wee Moon 2019. My Wee Moon, so Wee Moon is an amazing journal. It is has an abundance of information about sacred space, about the holidays, about the moon cycles, and I use this more as a reference to the moon cycles. I don't tend to do a lot of writing in this journal just because the space is so very limited, but I sometimes write my card of the day or, you know, some notes in there. And I find that a lot of the, I'm going to call them articles, are just really, really informative. So I often, if I don't have my Wee Moon with me, I do have a moon app on my phone, which I refer to all the time. I'm just going to pause and let my doggy outside, so I'll be right back. I think I just singed my arm on the candle, so I am going to move the candle over here. Okay, so where do we go next? Oh, here's another oracle deck. Do you know this one? This is Seeds of Shakti. This is made by a local BC artist, card slinger. This deck pairs really well with any decks that have more of a, I want to say a yoga slant. For example, the Osho's in Tarot. That new deck that came out, the, I know she made an oracle deck to pair with her, just a sec, I'll get it for you. Yeah, so this one, the White Sage Tarot. And it does stand alone on its own. This one I have not removed the chakra cards. Most of the decks, the oracle decks that have chakra cards, I do remove them and use them for specific. This one's really nice too because it also has all of the phases of the moon. So full moon, pomegranate, a lot of the potent symbols that we see throughout the tarot and on many oracle decks. Seeds of Shakti Oracle. Okay, this little bag, I have a pendulum usually. Let's see which pendulum's in here. I use a pendulum, not all the time. Sometimes I use a pendulum when I'm doing readings. If I'm feeling, especially if I'm a little tired or I've been doing a lot of readings and I have cut the cards and I've got 3 piles and all of a sudden I just like, I don't know which pile to choose, or I don't know, I just want to leave it up to the pendulum. That's one way I frequently use the pendulum at work. When I'm doing Reiki, I use it in very different ways, but I usually have a pendulum with me. And here are some chakra stones. I find this is a really nice way to start a reading. So I can throw the chakra stones onto the table and then the querent can choose one. And, you know, not surprisingly, the querent, the issues that come up will often be, in the cards, will often be related to the teachings or the lessons or the imbalances in the chakras. And then for tarot cards, what I try to do, I've already shown you one deck, so the Robin Wood is a pretty basic deck. As I said, I don't always know who I'm going to be reading for, so I try to have decks that are going to work well with all ages of people, all, you know, genders and gender variations. And so making sure that I have some more neutral decks. So I packed these two today, the Fountain Tarot and the Spirit Within. Spirit Within works really well with young men. It works well with people who prefer to keep a little bit of distance from the tarot. Just having everything in silhouette is, it just gives a different feel. Now I don't use this deck a lot. I don't really like the way it shuffles. It's a very, very fat deck. I can only overhand shuffle this deck. It does not riffle shuffle, but it's actually really pretty, and I like the colors. The suits are very well, easy to identify by the color coding. So there's your 8 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, And it does have, you know, different perceptions. So Six of Swords here, he's rowing forward towards us. So we're seeing it from a different angle. And that's a really powerful Ten of Swords. And there's your Hangman. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, so I find this, the spirit within is, I don't know how to say it in a different way, but people that want to keep a little bit of distance from their reading. And then I said I've got Lily White. So this is a deck I've been working with a lot lately, and I have done a walkthrough of this, and I plan to do another video of Lily White. Okay, I don't usually have more than 3 oracle decks with me, but I have this one, Kyle Gray's deck. Oh, I know why it's in there. I was going to do another video. So I'm just going to place that to the side. I usually have 3 oracle decks, and sorry, just pausing for doggy. Hi, I'm back. Sorry, changed the angle a bit of the camera. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I try to have a variety of decks for a variety of potential people that I need to read for. And I have, so a Lily White, Fountain, Spirit Within, and then what's left in here are, in case there are younger people, so I have Spirit Song Tarot, which is a really, really gentle deck, which I would not hesitate at all to use with, I'm going to say children. And then I have been playing with the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Now, did I get that name wrong? I think it's Everyday Enchantment. Again, this is a deck that I find is very, very relatable, and the pictures are very sweet. They hit home, and I would not hesitate to use this deck with a variety of people. I'm quite new to using, I'm going to call them reality decks, and so I don't use them often, but it's something that I really want to play with and figure out what is the place of reality decks and what is their most where are they most effective, where are they most useful. Okay, and then what else is left in here? I'm just going to pull everything else out of here, see what we've got. Okay, so that's hilarious. I have a lipstick. This is a, let's see, this is my, oh yeah, my pink lipstick. That's pretty funny. But sometimes a girl needs her lipstick. All right, this is, oh, these are business cards of one of my medium friends. So I do mediumship, but it's not really my thing. So I have business cards for my friend Glenda, who's a local medium that I refer people to. So I keep that in my bag. And sometimes I have other people's business cards that I refer people to. And then I have the card, the rate card at the store. Here is Palo Santo and some sage. So I always make sure that I have something, you know, for smudging. So when I arrive at a reading, I smudge the table, I smudge the cards, I smudge myself. If the client is, if I'm in a space where it's suitable to do a smudge of the client too, then that's something that I may offer. I don't always offer that, but it's something that is, it's really nice if the client is open to that. And then I also have this, I usually have one Lenormand deck with me. And so this is the Anna K. This is a bag that I made. Yeah. This is one of my favorite Lenormand decks. And if there is anything I don't like about this deck, it's that the playing card associations are very hard to read. And most of them I do have memorized, but casting that dog beautiful. It's yeah, sometimes they're black. They're in little tiny place on the card, so they're hard to pick up at times. And I think that's it. Oh, here's a pen. I always have a pen or two. What else is in there? And then I had, oh, this was, you know what, this is in there. I always have something with me, a deck that I haven't worked with for a while. So this is a deck I bought a long time ago. And I'm sorry, I don't have the author's name at the tip of my tongue. But I saw this on somebody's website. It's quite thick playing card stock. But this is one of those decks, I call them inspirational decks, you know, card a day. I haven't really used it, but I wanted to spend some time with it and look at the cards, and so that's why it was in the bottom of the bag. And see if there was a place for this in my practice, or I would gift it to one of my daughters, or what I was going to do with it, right? So that one says hair. So probably not going to gift this deck to my son. That's a lovely card. Yeah. So the artwork is really, really nice. And I think that was, I was drawn, of course, to watercolor decks. So I wanted to give that deck a little bit of consideration. Excuse me. Thank you for being here and watching me unpack my tarot bag. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have any other questions about anything that I have unpacked here, please leave your comments below. Stay well, my friends. Namaste. Hi, I'm back for one little final add-on. It's something I just had behind me. And can you guess what I might have forgotten? And I just had it on the chair beside me, but this is something that I always have, whether it's a tiny little pack or a big pack. And I know that where I'm going today, there is none of these. So I always make sure that I have a box of Kleenex with me. So there you go. Bye for now. See you soon. Namaste.